Hello, everybody, and what do? Yes, I am back. We are back, and today we are going to do an analysis video. Now, I have not kept up with anything Smash related for the past 7 months. 7 months, I didn't even touch the game, no practice, nothing. So I don't know what's been going on. I don't know who the new up and coming Peach and Daisy players are. Is Umeki and Mute Asian and them dudes still turning up? I don't know. So let me know what's really good though. So yes, we are back with videos. So while I finally get onto completing that Peach and Daisy guide that started in 2022, we are in 2025. Good God. I decided to drop like small content here and there to keep you guys receiving something, Smash streams and this. So yeah, we are going to look at Umeki versus Miya, Daisy versus the Game & Watch. Now you know how for those guys that watch my content and follow, you know how I feel about this matchup and how I think people's mindsets are when it comes to this match. I think it's just backwards. But let's see how things change. Let's see what's up. So here we go. Let's get into this right here. Okay. Damn! Immediately run down to. Damn, Umeki. Okay. I see something that was bit of a tip for you guys. But I know Umeki, he's GOAT. He's my Daisy brother from another mother. Respect him. But because he's one of the GOATs, a lot of people they don't notice for things that the GOATs or top player does. So in this case, let's go back. He lands that. He decides to pick a turnip. I would have went and freaking chased him. Because now that he picked the turnip, that's kind of like, it's whatever. I mean, he still has the advantage, but he could have got a lot more. So if Game & Watch was to jump, which he did here, right there, I would have probably stood where I was at to see if he's gonna come down with a button, double jump, which in this situation, people tend to double jump. Because when they get hit around these numbers, the person that landed hit, they'll usually chase or try to keep up the aggression. And the opponent that got hit, like, oh, well, let me jump. So he pulled back and jumped. He could have took advantage of that a bit more. There was like really no need to get a turn up. So even though he still has the advantage because he got a turn up, and Game & Watch in the corner, he's in the air, he has to like land. If he lands with a button, Umeki can just toss the turnip at him, all that stuff. Still, he could have took advantage of this situation a bit more and just wait for him to either jump or come down with a button and then punish. But the fact that he picked up a turnip, still in turnip animation, as you see here, can't really capitalize as hard as he could. So yeah, when you get a hit, especially even if it's at low percent, don't do what he did. Just, you could move up depending on the character, but if you're afraid they're gonna come down with a button or jump, just literally stay where you are and wait for something. Especially since Umeki has station jump. But yeah, I just want to point that out. Try to ground flow up air. That's a bit tricky to do, so I will be careful. Though he was a bit far away, like if we go frame by frame here, yeah, I mean the hitbox didn't come out yet. So situations like this, if he would have tossed it out sooner, he would have gotten him. So if you're going for stuff like this, you gotta make sure that you do the up air early. He's doing it late. Like the hitbox of Game & Watch is already active. And Umeki's hitbox for the up air hasn't even started yet. So make sure that when you're going for ground flow up airs, to do it early. Don't do it right when you're this close to the opponent, because that's gonna happen. And then you're not having a good time. As you see, he's not having a good time right now. Okay. He needs to pull away. He needs to pull away. He needs to pull away. 7 months. 7 months I've been gone and I still see this. Okay, see? Okay, so this is bad, right? Okay, so you're getting juggled. I will be moving to the left or to the right at this point. But he decides to toss the turnip down, which it seems like his up air didn't care about the turnip. It went through it. Did you look at that real quick? Did it? Okay, he's gonna toss it here. Let's see. He tosses it. I think it clashed or something. I don't know. Or is up air transparent to projectiles? Like the same thing, like if you was to toss a turnip at Wolf's Blaster, the turnip would just go through it. Is that kind of thing? Or whatever. But yeah, here he should be drifting away, which he started doing, and then he goes right there and tries to air dodge on top of Game & Watch. Now, as I always said, the situation is bad. Because if the opponent just waits, like at this point, Game & Watch didn't even have to do what he did there. Like I think he he jumped, but actually he tomahawked, which is good. He tomahawked to make Umeki think he was gonna do something aggressive, make it air dodge, and then he gets hit. So like all the opponent has to do is literally just sit there and wait. Especially if you don't got no jumps and you're coming down. There's only two things the opponent has to worry about. Come down with an air dodge or come down with a button. If the opponent just waits and the one who's trying to land does either of those things, they can get a punish, as you saw here. That's why I always say stop landing on top of people. Just drift away. People are afraid of the ledge. Like, dude, yeah, being on the ledge sucks, but you gotta remember that you have multiple options off the ledge, and you can mix up the timing of when you get up off the ledge. It makes it harder for your opponent to hit you instead of doing this and you giving your opponent free damage. I mean, like, you gotta think like that. Like, if you're gonna get hit, you want to give it away for free, or you want to make it work for it and increase your chances of negating the damage? Think about that. Oh, that was risky. You are not at the percent to be doing that, baby. And what just happened here? I've mentioned this a few times. I feel like I don't talk about this enough. So out of hit stun, Game & Watch is right there. And a majority of Peach and Daisy players, from what I've seen, and granted, this is 7 months ago. Like, I've been taking care of my mental health or whatever, so I haven't kept up with anything. I've been gone. I deleted Smash off my membrane for 7 months. But back when I was, before all that, I always told people, like, do not mash. And a lot of Peach and Daisy players, they like to mash, especially there, which the move is active for a while. And when you do that and the opponent is near you, they can punish you for that. You can get bodied. Like, I do this many times to people, and I tell them, like, don't do that. And look, he did there, which kind of put him in a... Well, actually, never mind. He didn't get hit off of there. But still doing that is... As you're falling, and you just do it there, like, you can't do anything for a while, and it kind of put Game & Watch in a position. So even though he didn't get hit out of the there, which I thought he did, so, might be, still, it's not good. Because you can't do anything for a while. Just stay in tumble. You can do anything out of tumble. I've said this, like, many times. You can do anything out of tumble. Just because you're tumbling doesn't mean, like, oh, crap, I need to mash out. No. You can drift away, whatever. You can do anything out of tumble. Don't be afraid to stay in there. Get out of tumble at the last minute when you see, like, your opponent's coming at you or whatever. The fact that he did the dare he kind of put himself in a crash spot. Yes, he jumped and whatever, but still, and look, he's dead. Don't be afraid of tumble, my friends. Don't challenge that. If Game & Watch is recovering, grabbing to the ledge, do not do that. Because you are not going to reach his hurt box. Your kicks, when the hitbox is gone, your hurt box is there. So, and for those that don't know, the hitbox for the dare is out for 2 frames. And then there's a 4-frame gap before the next hitbox comes out of your dare. So that's why if you have trouble 2-framing with dare, that's the reason why. So yeah, just he had a turnip in his hand. Just stay like, I think you guys can see my mouse. Let's see. I don't know if yeah. Okay, I see my mouse. Yeah. Okay, so right here, for those that lost track of my mouse, I have it on Umeki's name right here. Behind his name. Okay, now we're gonna move it towards the ledge. So right about here, you can stay here a bit closer because Game & Watch, his get up options off the ledge. If you stand right here, you can react to whatever he does. But he jumps, he tries to come through with the credit card, aka fair. Whatever, you can react to it. So since Umeki had a turnip in his hand, there was no need to do this. You are not touching Game & Watch's hurt box. You're not, especially with this. No. If anything, if you want to be cheeky, he could have just countered. If you thought Game & Watch was gonna do this, which it seemed like he thought he did, so that's why he chose there. But yeah, just stay right here. Let him get up, you know, and he tries anything crazy, hit him with a turn up, knock him off stage, and until he's dead. See, he got it that time. And there you go. Okay. But you still gotta be careful. Yeah, he jumped. Another thing about this matchup here, do not like try to jump and do bears and whatever, because this move right here, you are not catching Game & Watch's hurt box. Your bear's not gonna do it. Your dare's not gonna do it. Your nair, yeah, okay. Fair, too slow. No. In this case, what you could do, which a lot of people don't know, if Game & Watch does if you think he's gonna do like a nair, you can crouch, and either you'll avoid the hit depending on how he does it, or you'll get hit with the hitbox where the nair doesn't send you upward. And then depending on how close you are and your percent, you can probably just eat the hit and then, I don't know, down tilt or toss a turn up at him, whatever. But yeah, do not, oh, excuse me, I can't talk. This is one of the matches where you do not want to be trying to like space aerials and stuff, especially like in the air or floating towards them, because no. I think a turnip goes through it. I am not sure, but I think the fish collide. I don't know. You guys can test it in training mode. It's been a while since I fought this thing, but yeah, don't. Okay. Pull away, Umeki! And that dare, he could have got blown up for that. Yeah. See, do not be in the air. And look, see, this is what happens when you don't pull away. Look at this. You're gonna move away. He tries to air dodge and gets trapped. I tell you guys, no good. Don't. Okay. Nice. Ooh. I was thinking the exact same thing. The counter. I was thinking of counter, but I thought he was gonna hang on the ledge, and then right at Game & Watch up B's, toss out the counter. But instead, he did it on stage. Because the moment I saw this situation, I thought in my head immediately, counter. He did do the counter, but I was hoping he would do it on the ledge. Like that, just drop off counter. Especially after he did this. He had the right idea that the way he countered, it does work. But it was too late. Okay. I will hold on. Nice. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Just to make sure, but I don't think he was grabbing that. Yeah, see, he tried to go for the up air. Okay. Oh, he messed up. I can tell that nair. That was not a rising nair. He messed up. I know. Okay. In this matchup, do not touch Game & Watch's shield with Bear. Do not touch it with Bear. Do not touch it with Fair. Like, I think if you space Fair on shield, he cannot up you out of it. But still, it's a bit risky. But yeah, do not touch the shield with Bear, Fair, none of that. Because the up B is coming. Like, anything you try to touch it with, the only thing you can... I would say Nair. But Nair, it has to be fresh, not stale. And you got to do the perfect Nair, which is -2 on shield. If you do that right, he can't punish you on shield. What was that up air he tried to do there? This is what I don't like. That's why he died. I said this before. Floating that way, I said it before, floating that way is bad. It's not good. I've said it many times before. Because all the opponent has to do is wait. They wait for you, you get bodied. Like, they don't have to go up there and chase you. So that's why I tell people just fall and either try to recover to the side or recover low. So if you get hit without touching the stage or even grabbing the ledge, you can make it back. The fact that you're doing this, you have to come down. And if you get hit back off the stage without touching it, it's even worse. Like, he's just wasting it. He's just chilling up there like, you want to chill up there? All right, burn that resource. Now I don't got to worry about it if I hit you again. And see, now he has to go to the stage. And he got... Okay, next match. Opens up with it there. Up air, no more. Okay. The reason I said no more is because after this, by the time Umeki gets up there, he can either come down with a key, double jump, whatever. That's why I said no more. See, did something, so. He needs to pull away. Come down with a, see. Okay. And see the fair. And look at the way he spaced. He landed on fair. Way too close. And that was early. That was early. So either this would happen, or Game & Watch can jump there. That's why don't do this. Do not try to challenge Game & Watch with your aerials. Like, don't. Mostly stay on the ground and honestly just camp it with turnips. Now, when I say like camp, don't. Let me rephrase that, because I feel like I'm gonna get people killed out here in these matches. Grab a turnip and just use it to get a hit, and then after you get a hit, take advantage, get close to Game & Watch and do that. But don't toss the turnip, hit him, and then not recatch the turnip and just go and plug another one. Like, no. But mostly you want to fight like with a turnip in your hand and stay mostly grounded. Because if you try to go in the air with like bears and whatever, then they're just gonna deny like basically your whole area moveset. And if you stay on the ground, even if you don't crouch, I believe that the hitbox that pops you up in the air, where Game & Watch can chain multiple nairs, is not going to hit you. That's why this is one of the matches where a ground game and good movement on the ground is very, very important. See? They're touching him with bear, he gets hit. You cannot touch his shield with arrows. And Umeki keeps trying. This game watches paranoid a lot of his moves this match. Yeah, no good. The way he tossed the turnip here, he's expecting to jump, and he didn't jump. Now he's in a bad spot. Now he's over. It went from being neutral. Okay, he got the hit. He was at a disadvantage. Now it's kind of neutral. It went from like being neutral. Well, now he has the advantage because he has center stage. So it went from having the advantage to being at a disadvantage. And the Game & Watch didn't even do anything. He literally just gave it up. Like, if you have a turnip in your hand, when you're going to touch the turnip, the two rules to keep in mind, there's many rules, but the two important rules I want you guys to keep in mind is, one, do not toss the turnip on shield, because turnips disappear on shield. It's not like melee. And I believe in Brawl, that's when turnips started disappearing on shield. They don't bounce on shields. But yeah, they disappear on shield. And so yeah, don't toss them on shield. And also, two, toss a turnip when the opponent does something that you can actually punish. A lot of Game & Watch's moves you can punish with a turnip toss. Like, if you stay out of range of his bear, the landing leg of the bear, you can punish with a turnip. I think up air too. I mean, not up air. Nair. I am not sure. You guys can check the frame data for that. But I know bear and dare, you can punish with a turnip. So just keep in mind, fight with a turnip in your hand. Act like you're gonna toss it and don't. And if your opponent is shielding while you have a turnip, do not toss it. Because they're shielding thinking you're gonna toss it. They wanna wait for you to toss it. And then whatever strong advantage you have, it gets nerfed, or you just lose the advantage completely. People have to move. If they hold their shield for too long, it's gonna break. Take advantage of that. See? Look at that. He took damage. Now, I'm not saying like there's times where you can't do aerials. There will be specific situations where you can, but to freely do it, like if you're fighting against a character whose range is not all that or cover most of his body, no. Game & Watch is not one of those characters where you can freely toss out aerials to try to control neutral in space. He's not one of them. For this matchup, at least. Other characters, they can, because other characters are ranging, but for Peach and Daisy, no. See, I don't like that. I don't like this. This is what I don't like. Okay. So he's high in the air, right? Now, at this point, he could drift towards the right, which is what I would be doing. I would be drifting towards the right. But instead, he jumps. Now he's even higher in the air. Now, that's a resource that is gone. That jump is gone. I think he still has float. But the jump is gone. It's just bad. Now, Game & Watch, he doesn't even have to do anything. Because Umeki has to land. So he doesn't have to do anything. He could just stand around his landing zone and like Tomahawk. Act like he's going to do something. And then bait the fear out of Umeki for him to come down with an attack or an air dodge. And then just put him at disadvantage and get free damage. So in this case, I will go to the left. Or the right. Well, this guy will start drifting towards the left. Which he was. And then he tosses the turnip down. No, keep that in your hand, buddy. And he just catches it with the up air, I believe. Yeah. Well, he did drift. He landed because he drifted to the left. So, good on Umeki. But I would keep that turnip in my hand, man. Okay. This right here, right? You have the turnip. Now, when you got a turnip in your hand and you're going towards the ledge, well, your opponent is going towards the ledge, they think you're going to toss it. As they get close to the ledge, while you still have that turnip, they think you're waiting for the right moment to toss it. Which, that is true, you are, but you don't toss it right away. Let them do something first. Burn a resource. So in this case, Game & Watch is close. Umeki tosses it in a way where Game & Watch can react to it. And he does that. Should have just waited. He gets another one. At this point, I don't think there's any reason for Umeki to toss the turnip down. So I would, I think I should see my mouse. Yeah, I would stand like right here, this area. Okay, he's gonna grab it. There's no point in tossing the turnip down, but he's gonna up you. The up is gonna negate it. If you hit him early, yeah, but it's like, nah, you already have a nice advantage. 30%. He's at 96. Game & Watch is pretty light, if I recall. So, no, just, and he decides, oh, but it worked out for him. But the air dodge, oof, it did work out for him. So, oof, he parried the first hit, but multi-hitting moves. Yeah, I don't approve of this. Even if he's not near, if the Game & Watch would have ran towards Umeki and stopped right here and waited for the dare, see right here, he could have reacted to it. He could have punished. There's no need for Umeki to do that. Like I fought people that like they'll mash out a hit stun when I'm at a certain range, and I punish them for them, they die. It's not good, but I guess a lot of these players, when they see this, they don't punish it. Yeah, I'll punish the heck out of that. Okay. See? And then he burned his float. That's bad. Yep, there you go. Now in this situation here, when he got hit, I would... No. He burned the jump, did the dare, so he can't move for a while, giving Game & Watch more time to kind of plan and react, and then there was no need for Game & Watch to go outside the stage. Again, that's another thing. Like, even though Game & Watch is like punishing Umeki, still that's why a lot of Peach and Daisy players have the habit of floating like that, because their enemy do what Game & Watch did, just going out there, not getting the hit, and that's what the Peach and Daisy players want. So they get back onto the stage. Really, what he should have done, he should have just stood on stage. Umeki has to grab the ledge. There's no need for you to go out there and give Umeki a slight chance of getting past you and grabbing the ledge when you could possibly get a kill. No need to do that. Whenever I see this situation, I just sit there and wait. Like, you have to grab the ledge. You already jumped, you dared, and it got you nowhere. And then on top of that, you're floating. You just burnt all your resources for me without me having to do anything. Now I'm at the ledge, being in a neutral state, not doing anything. So whenever I see you try to do grab onto the ledge, I can react to it accordingly and take you out. And there you go. Now he has to do that because he burnt his jump and his float is gone. He's in a crap spot. And now he's dead. See that? Again, bearing the shield. And yeah. Okay, so it's pretty obvious right now. The way we explain this, it's not good. He's doing too much. He's doing too much. Where Umeki is, he should stay right there. After grabbing that turnip, stay right there. Okay. Tossing the turnip, trying to hit him. He just grabbed the ledge. He got iframes. It's not gonna work. His iframes are shorter because of his percent, but still, he wasted a good turnip too. And he's going in the air like that. Game & Watch can just did what he did like the first game, I believe. Jump there, or up B. Like, this is bad. Not good. Not good. And look, he got back onto the stage for free. Now Umeki's in the corner, but he's trying to clean it up. Toss the turnip too early, and then he goes out there trying to hit him. I don't say toss the turnip early. No, grab the turnip, stay right there. Alright, so where my mouse is, okay, you can see it. Game & Watch is up here. When the opponent is like vertical towards you when they're off the stage, like around here where my mouse is, this is when people expect for you to toss a turnip. So they're either gonna air dodge, jump, whatever. So when I see this, I don't toss it. I wait for a jump, I wait for them to attack, air dodge. And then once they do that, depending on the situation, I toss the turnip and hit them. And you can just deny a lot of recovery. Even if a character's recovery is good, they have to recover in a certain way where it makes it easier for you to just deny them coming back onto the stage and kill them. So he did that. Game & Watch is all the way up here. And he just wasted a turnip. Come on, Umeki, come on, man. You a smart dude. What are you doing? And then he tries to go out there and hit him. Which he's facing towards Game & Watch. So it's either going to be Nair, which, yeah, okay. Fair, it's too slow. And this turtle, he's not going to catch his hurt box. You're not catching his hurt box horizontally. You are not at the percent to be doing that, Umeki. And burning his float again. Yep. Now, he's screwed. Oh, Game & Watch done goofed. He gave him another chance at life. There again, man. Look at that. I cry every time. Every time I see the Peach and Daisy players, I do this. Like, I cry every time. Every time I cry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Game 3. Okay. Real quick, this is what you should be doing. You see this? Umeki grabs the turnip. He moves in. He does that. Pulls away. And then he tosses the turnip. He could have held it on longer, but the point that I'm trying to make is he stood on the ground. He wasn't going into the air because, you know, we already talked about... You saw what happened in the first 2 games. So this is what you should be doing. Have a turnip in your hand, moving left and right. Change the timing when you toss it, and then if you see your opponent do something that leaves them open, and the turnip can hit them, yes, and then recast the turnip, rinse and repeat until you get them in a crash spot where you can land a combo, or even if you can't land a combo, a few hits, get him off the stage, rinse and repeat until he dies. And there you go. He caught it with the dare, which is okay. But I think in that case, a down tilt probably would have been better. Because Game & Watch up D, you know, Game & Watch like the up B out of everything. So, yeah, either way. Landing with fair. The Game & Watch parody, he's been parrying a lot against Umeki. So he knows. All the stuff that I'm talking about, the Game & Watch is aware. He knows. There you go. Stay where you are. He's doing too much, man. That fair is slow. The opponent can react to it. Okay, good movement. Okay. Don't. There we go. Hold on to the turnip, boy. He's doing way too much. He keeps trying to force like fairs, it seems. Or just hit him. Like, the moves are too slow. And you're dead. Oh, no. He would have been dead, I think, if wouldn't land the sweet spot of the... He needs to stop going over Game & Watch. That's exactly what Game & Watch wants you to be. Shut up. He fared there, but I think that was a tech error. I don't think that was intentional. Okay. See that good movement on the ground? Even though he got hit, that's what he should be doing. Especially with a turnip in hand. Like, I think he did it here. After he died, this, outside of the fair, but still not too bad. Yeah, that movement. See, you should be doing. Come on, man. Okay. Guys, don't do this. Do not block near the ledge like that. Just stand right here. Right here, just stand. Here. Right? Stand right here. That way, if he comes down with anything, especially he air dodge, Umeki could have blew him up for it. Beautiful. Look at the way he's moving. See that? You see that? That's what he should be doing. That's what you should be doing. Especially with a turnip in your hand. That. So the Game & Watch does anything, like do like a jumping nair or bear, whatever, you can just easily move in and out the way. If you're close enough, punish with like an instant dash attack, open for turnip if you have one in your hand. That's what, that right there, that's what you should be doing in this matchup. Toss the turnip too early, man. You got a turnip in your hand, treat it like a bomb. Treat every turnip that you have like a bomb or stitch fix, because you know you're not going to toss it right away. Unless you're one of them players, which in that case, the heck are you doing with your life? Obviously, you don't value it. You don't value your life in this game. See? He's in a crash spot. And he tries to air dodge on top of it. This is the one thing about Umeki that he's had this issue or this habit for the longest time, trying to air dodge and land on top of people. It costs him so many games. He would be more dangerous than he is right now if he stopped doing that. And after 7 months of being out and coming back and looking at Smash, it's still the same. I feel like he's not getting punished hard enough when he plays people. So the fact that he keeps doing that. Or maybe he does and he's just like, you know, whatever, I don't have any other option. Which he actually does. Why did he jump into fair? That was way too slow. Freaking Game & Watch parry that. He's throwing the turn too early. Okay. No, don't go out there, man. Stay on the ledge. Look at this. He could have done that because this is a fake that I do. I don't do it often, but go out there, float, and then land back onto the stage. Remember when I told you the rule? Where, see where my mouse is? If you're horizontal, if the opponent's horizontal to you off the stage, they think you're gonna toss the turnip, so they're gonna do something. So I would have did this, if anything, and then went back onto the stage. Let's say he tries to go do this, the opponent can react to that. The move starts from behind you at frame 16. It ends up in front of you, like I believe frame 18. So it's like the opponent can react to that. Especially if you're going towards him. And that's why he air dodged. It's not gonna work, bro. And he doing too much in the ledge. Like again, when ledge trapping, don't be this close. Especially Game & Watch's options off the ledge suck. If anything, he might do like a surprise. What is it? His neutral B, the chef? If anything. And if he does that, you can counter it. Or if you're not close enough and you stand right where I tell you to, as he does that, either counter or you got to turn up, toss it. I don't think it goes through it though. I'm not sure. But either way, just hold turnip in your hand. And if anything, just counter it. Oh, what he's done. If you're not sure. And then when he's done, you still have stage control. Too much. He tries to land on top of him. Oh my. And then he air dodges. And then he dies. Oh my. Damn. All of the dams in the world. 7 months of taking care of myself, and I come back and I still see this. Come on, Umeki. You better than this, man. Ugh. Ah. But all right. So yeah, that's the analysis for this. I said what I had to say. So yeah, more analysis will be coming through, as well as Smash streams on Twitch and also on the YouTube. So you can follow my social media and keep up with that. So this is what I'm gonna be doing while I work on bigger tutorial projects. Like I gotta finish that 2022 guide. So yes, I am back after taking care of myself for several months. I feel good. Are you gonna see me in tournaments 2025? I ain't gonna make no promises, but I will say my goal is to like come back like the summer. But I've been playing a little bit, not much, a little bit. I think the last stream that I did prior to this video, which is like last week, a few days ago, I played and I felt good. I ain't played that long, but coming back after 7 months, taking care of my mental health, it's all right. So I mentally feel better. I feel I can concentrate more. I'm not 100% there yet, so it's not like I'm gonna pick up the controller and be god status, which will be pretty hype. But yeah. So your boy's back. Content, YouTube, all that stuff. The streams, they come through. So yeah. But hopefully you guys learned something from this. Ooh. I'm doing another analysis. I think like a few days, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna look at Umeki. I mean not Umeki. Miya Ace. See what he's been doing while I was away. So yeah. So hopefully you guys learned something. Hope you enjoyed the analysis. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, so I can get the Twitch. I mean not Twitch money, the YouTube money again. Since I've been out for a year, and like, oh, you're not making any content? All right, now I don't get paid for my videos. So I can get that YouTube money and actually eat tonight. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have the good day. Goodbye.